Have you ever met someone who complains about everything? You know that type. If it's sunny, it's too hot. If it's rainy, it's too gloomy. That was Ramesh. He was known in his village as a hard worker. But man, could he complain. He complained about the weather, about his workload, and if someone else succeeded, he'd just grumble about his own bad luck. One day, his father decided to get some help and bought a donkey to carry goods to the market. But this wasn't some strong young animal. This donkey was old, slow, and frankly a bit of an eyesore. Ramesh was mortified. Every day walking beside it, he'd mutter, "Of all the animals, why this slow, stubborn, useless donkey?" But here's the thing about the donkey. It never complained. Every single morning, it just got up and did its job. No matter how heavy the load was, no matter how rough the road got, no matter how exhausted it looked, it just kept going. It was a silent, steady worker. Then came the day that changed everything. While they were crossing a muddy path, the donkey slipped and tumbled into a deep, dark pit. Ramesh panicked. Villagers rushed over, but pulling the old donkey out seemed impossible. The pit was just too deep. After a few minutes of head scratching, someone in the crowd said something chilling. "It's an old donkey anyway. Let's just put it out of its misery, bury it." And so, with heavy hearts, they started shoveling dirt into the pit. At first, the donkey cried out, a loud, desperate bray that echoed from the hole. It was heartbreaking, but then something absolutely incredible happened. As the first shovelful of soil landed on its back, the donkey did something unexpected. It shook its body, letting the dirt fall to the ground beneath its hooves, and then it took a small step up. They threw more dirt. The donkey shook it off and stepped up again. More dirt, shake, step, more dirt, shake, step. With each shovelful meant to bury it, the donkey was actually building its own way out of the pit. It was turning the very thing meant to be its end into its escape route. Within minutes, the pile of dirt grew high enough for the donkey to simply walk out of the pit. The crowd went completely silent, and Ramesh? Well, he just stood there, frozen, watching this quiet old animal do the impossible. He couldn't get the image out of his head. That night, he couldn't sleep. A painful but powerful realization hit him like a ton of bricks. He thought, I complain about every single problem I face, while this donkey quietly turns its problems into steps to climb higher. From that day forward, Ramesh was a different man. When work got tough, he didn't blame his luck, he worked harder. When people criticized him, he didn't get angry, he listened and learned. When life tried to push him down, he stopped complaining and started focusing on how he could rise up one step at a time. Years passed and Ramesh became one of the most respected and successful traders in the entire region. And what about the donkey? Well, it was still old, still slow, and still silent, but it became a living legend, a constant reminder that success doesn't come from complaining about the weight on your shoulders. It comes from learning how to shake it off and use it to rise above. The problems we face in life aren't always there to bury us. Sometimes they are the very steps we need to build our way to a better place. So the next time you feel like you're in a pit with dirt being thrown on you, remember the donkey. Shake it off and step up. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that can help you build a stronger mindset. See you in the next video.